According to custom, the budget statement for the coming year has to be presented today. By an unexpected and unhappy chain of circumstances, the finance minister, who would normally have made this statement this afternoon, is no longer with us. This heavy duty has fallen upon me almost at the last moment. Last year, my distinguished predecessor in this office presented a budget statement which, in some respects, was unusual and which involved substantial additions to taxation. Some novel taxes were introduced and an attempt was made to bring about gradually a reorientation of the tax structure of the country. I believed then, and I believe now, that this was right direction for us to travel and that we should continue to pursue this path. With experience, we may no doubt make changes here and there and advance further in that direction. But I think that the major steps that we had taken last year have to continue. The times we live in and the problems that our country has to face do not permit a static or complicated approach or any avoidance of the burdens which inevitably accompany an attempt to advance with some speed. Our objective of striving peacefully and cooperatively towards the realization of a socialist pattern of society also prevents us from thinking or acting along the old grooves or seeking some present respite by slowing down development. While we should always be prepared to reconsider the methods we adopt, should this become necessary, we have to strive with all our strength for our planned development by conserving all our resources, increasing production, and trying to ensure progressively a more equitable distribution, and thus to raise the standards of the great mass of our people. In the circumstances that we face today, I can only present before this House what might be called a pedestrian budget statement, which is a continuance of things as they are, with relatively minor changes or such changes as naturally flow from what we did last year. This statement relates to the estimated receipts and expenditure of the Government of India for 1958-59. Following the usual practice, I propose to review briefly the economic conditions in the country during the current year against the background of which the budget has to be considered. An economic survey covering the major developments in the economy during last year and explaining the impact of the various measures adopted is being circulated to honorable members along with the budget papers. I propose, therefore, to review only briefly the main trends in the economy. There has been some improvement in the economic situation in recent months. Prices have tended to come down and the decline in foreign exchange reserves has slowed down. The money market is easier and expansion of money supply and bank credit have been brought under control. The measures adopted to check inflationary pressures are correct The strain on the balance of payments are proving effective. Wholesale prices are comparatively stable in the early months of the year,